Hey, by the way, if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, definitely go and check that out. That video was fucking demonetized from the start, and it hasn't recovered at all, so. That's what YouTube has been for the past couple years at this point. You just kind of go, hope this video doesn't get fucked. This kind of happens. Sometimes when it gets demonetized, it doesn't really matter. Other times when it does get demonetized, it completely matters. And then other times, it just doesn't really seem to do anything, but I don't fucking know. So yesterday, we ended up getting a little update from them after I uploaded the video yesterday, where they ended up posting a little community blog post thing, basically like displaying how they want to communicate with everybody a little bit more clearly. So they ended up putting out like a little post thing that I'm sure everybody else has, you know, covered or whatever. If you haven't found it, you know, you could probably just go and look for the community update thing or whatever the fuck. But they basically made a community post showing that they are trying to do everything that they can to be more transparent than they were previously. Now, they were very, very transparent and open with all sorts of stuff, but as soon as all, like, the really serious, repetitive stuff that they couldn't address for one reason or another, or refusing to address for one reason or another, it made a lot of the developers just kind of be shut out. They don't want to deal with this kind of shit. They ended up putting up a community post thing, and at the end of it all, I think the most important thing at the end of all of this, they also ended up coming out with a Trello board. Trello, it's like you'd be able to just follow updates and shit. It's like, you ever use like calendar updates or anything like that, shared with other people or anything like that? I don't know. I know people that are in families and stuff that have like calendars and shit. Okay, yeah, this lobby's over. I'm not even gonna bother with that one. All this stuff here, they basically say what's coming. They're basically game modes no one really gives a fuck about. I'm sure there are those of you that like gunfight 3v3, gunfight 1v1, all that other stuff, but I don't fuck with it, so you know what I mean. They're making additional loadouts for everyone that's somehow gonna be rolling out over the coming weeks, so I mean, that's pretty cool. The reason I point that out is because they have a what's coming thing here and then known issues down here. Out of this little section right here, the additional loadouts are like the only thing that really fucking matters. Or double XP doesn't matter, especially for the people that have been playing the game the whole time. Man, I really wish I got this amount of double XP when we had 1,000 levels to go through. Below is a short list of issues we're currently tracking: light flickering, mission collision on containers, platinum skins not unlocking, out of map exploits and ground war, diamond and Damascus camo glare while ADS. I don't know what the fuck that means, but all right. So basically they made this little, you know, post here, and then they say, hey, check out our Modern Warfare Trello board here. Add this shit bookmark now, and I'm gonna hope that they keep this thing updated. But basically, the Trello thing here will show what their known issues are, and then they color grade all of the things that they're completely aware of, including things that have like workarounds and things like that available. A workaround available right here, and then you go and click on it for that dev error, and then they'll tell you exactly, you know, how you can get your workaround for the certain, you know, problems and shit like that that you could somehow fix yourself. Now, this is great. This is really cool. You can see here, you know, fix in a future update, mark 25 enemies with the recon drone and all this other stuff. Cruise missile to kill players while out of bounds on shipment. Now, looking at all of this isn't everything we're working on, but it's an awesome way to see what's on our radar and some of the community issues we've acknowledged. Now, so this isn't every single issue here that they have, you know, in progress. There's an open ticket. One thing that you guys need to add to this whole thing is the 100% CPU usage on PC, because I don't see anything on here. It says this isn't everything we're working on, but it's an awesome way to see what's on the radar. So if you guys could somehow let us know how we can fix the issue with our fucking CPUs flying up to 100%, that would be great. It seems to happen randomly. It's happened to me basically since release. You can go and search it on YouTube, Modern Warfare 100% CPU usage. For people out there with high-end rigs that have problems with this game, you'll get the FPS, you'll get everything you need, but the CPU is just through the fucking roof. It causes a lot of weird issues. You'll see it in my videos where it'll randomly freeze and stutter, and I don't say anything because it does not look like that on my end. It's from my PC CPU constantly hitting 100% over and over and over and over again, and it's not just happening to me. It's happening to people that I know that are streamers and other shit like that. So if you guys could, you know, add that in there and look into that 100% CPU usage thing, I would appreciate that. So that thing came out after I ended up uploading my video. Now they put out a small patch that's rolling across all platforms. So let's see what it is. They fixed a few glitch spots on Karst River Quarry, fixed a bug that was preventing the mark enemies with the recon drone challenge. That's all I needed. Thank you. When using a trial ticket, yeah, no one gives a fuck. So this is all they fixed with this little update that came out. But the biggest thing here is that they fixed our recon drone challenge. I obviously don't understand coding. I've played games and I've seen things get messed up from time to time. But man, it just seems like a fucking slippery slope every time they update this game. They update the game, they fix a whole bunch of things, and it creates a whole bunch of issues. But I have never seen it done in this way where it's just so they try to fix like 2 small things and then 10 more things fall on top of it. See, back when I played something like League, like years ago, they would update things and it would break certain things, but they would usually fix more than what they broke, if that makes sense. It seems like almost most of these updates causes that issue. I don't know. All right, so there's shipment 24/7 now, so I'm gonna go in there and get my recon drone challenge done really fast. Let's see if it tracks anyway. So we could go into our barracks here, into our rank progression here. I have had all of these challenges done on here for weeks now, and this Mark 15 enemies using the recon drone challenge has been locked for me this entire time. Now, one thing that's a little concerning is that on the Trello board it says Mark 25 enemies using the recon drone, but the challenge is 15 recon drone marks. I really hope they're not 2 separate challenges that they're gonna have to fix individually. They must lined up for another collat right there. I hit marked it. Fuck. Recon drone. 1. Please count. 2. 3. I swear this invisible player shit is getting worse and worse. I don't think people are actually invisible. I think the game has like some weird issue displaying people through like certain weird surfaces and like certain angles that will make people invisible. Like, for example, when you're on Krovnik farmland or some shit like that, it happened in my video yesterday. If you peek through the curtains at a certain angle, like half of the map just fucking disappears. I mean, not to mention the fact that you can still just literally crawl underneath of the map on fucking, on Tavors. That's been in the game since, like, fucking release, so. Matter of fact, I want to check my CPU right now. I feel like your CPU usage shouldn't just fly all over the place, though. 69, 68. It's like hovering like 60-something, which is a lot less sporadic, I guess. And 70% is playable. All right, more recon drone. Should definitely be able to mark 15 people. I at least have a few. If they're not counting, well, then we're fucked. Let's go over to our rank progression. Oh, I counted. Yes! I was so afraid. I was so scared. They accidentally put the wrong number. I didn't know if there was another challenge in the game that, like, I don't know, required that or something. Whew. We could just go in the fucking shipment again, get the 2 marks, and then dip. I asked Alexis, and she says that it's still shit. Their CPU's still going crazy, so I don't know, man. Basically, every time your CPU ends up hitting 100, it's just, it makes everything stutter and go fucking crazy and shit. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. Holy shit, this sawed-off does so much damage close range. 1, 2. I mean, the sawed-off obliterates anything within, like, fucking 5-10 feet of you, so, I mean, there's that. On this map, yeah, it's super cheese. Barracks, rank progression, and now, boom, we got it. Is there no marking or anything? No congratulations. So this was a season 0 rank 10 reward right here. And you'd end up earning all of the other ones all the way up to 10 as well whenever you unlocked it. So season 1, 1, season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10. I'm gonna give the game a restart. Let's try that. Dude, I swear if they don't actually give me my little emblem, please. You can't fix a challenge and then not give me the satisfaction of what the reward is. It's such a small little reward. Can I not even have that? I feel like I'm having fucking growing pains. Oh, here we go, emblems. There it is, baby. It's out of order. It goes season 1, 1, and then season 10. What the fuck are you guys doing with this game? Anyway, so let's put the season 1, 10 emblem here. Even though the season 0 one is obviously much cooler, it's animated, and for whatever reason, I thought all of the season 10 ones would be animated somehow. Like, you could totally animate this. This looks cool as fuck. Why is it not animated like the other one? Why is the season 0 one legendary, but not the season 1? It's just weird. Make it animated. That's not worth it anymore. I'm still gonna do it every single season, don't get me wrong. See, we got all the season 0 ones, which is arguably more difficult than the season 1 challenges here, but we completed all these, and now we completed all these. This is like the most challenges we've ever had in Call of Duty, but as far as like actual progression goes, it's difficult. I mean, you can look at it. Max rank reached. You very rarely will see that until like 6-7 months into the game with like the super sweaty people that managed to make it to level 1000. We've been done for weeks. Could try to complete all of these little achievements and shit like that, but like, all of the complaints here, because I get a lot of people that come here and expect like, oh dude, why aren't you fucking tearing them a new asshole every single day? Oh, also speaking of that, they did actually take the Outback bundle that was in the store and turned it into a thing for charity for the Australian bushfires and shit. So that's really cool, and a lot of people I see on Twitter are like fucking adding me and stuff like that, and they're like, oh man, they listened to you. They didn't listen to me. There's no way that they listened to me for that. I feel like this is something that definitely more than just myself asked for. That was an idea that I threw out there, and I'm sure a lot of other people had the same idea as soon as they saw it. It's not a credit to me. I feel like they had already had this planned, and obviously the fire is not a planned thing. So, all it took was a couple days for them to, be able to turn it into something cool and positive. That's really good. I'm happy that they did that. I just feel like it would have been a missed opportunity if they couldn't help with that pack in particular. Or at least make a different pack on the fly. Yeah, a lot of people think that, like, I absolutely hate this game, obviously, just because of the complaints. This isn't anything new. I get that every single year, considering I'm, like, a rage guy. I'm just, like, seen as, like, overly ignorant, overly shouting, no actual thought process, just screaming like a child. Reality of it is, although I do that, it's hard to comprehend, but maybe, just maybe, I have some ideas combined with my man-childness. There's a lot of other people out there just like me. Although this game has a lot more problems than the usual, I would say, I feel like as far as like base, normal, core things that we were used to having in Call of Duty, yeah, they're gone on this game, but they did a lot of really good things on this game. I know, like, after a while of, like, a bunch of hatred and you're just happy that, we have certain things, and you just kind of stop appreciating it after a while. We have crossplay, we have cross progression, we have classes that we can edit in the middle of games. Like, this game has done a lot of really great things. It's just those things are overshadowed by the things that we were used to having. Which is crazy, too, because I feel like cross-platform and cross-progression are definitely the biggest things that this Call of Duty has brought to this generation. And I'm thinking, what if all of that kind of shit right there is part of the reason why we got a lot of really unfinished shit? Maybe that's the reason why everything is just so slow, because everything, so much more is going on the back end with matchmaking and all that shit. Like, I'm aware that they're, like, all different groups of people, but again, it's still just groups of people. All I'm saying is, anyway, once Black Ops 5 drops, I really genuinely hope that, hey, butt eater left. I really genuinely hope that crossplay stays forever. In every game in the future, honestly, I feel like crossplay should just stay forever. Crossplay is just so huge for gaming in general, not just a certain game, just gaming in general. The classes and the gunplay and all that shit, it feels incredible. But I can't help but feel like once we get back over to a Treyarch game, we're gonna be back to square one as far as the community goes, where it feels like groups of people are alienated with exclusivity and all sorts of other shit. We'll see. This will be the first time that we'll get a Treyarch game with this kind of new way to produce the games. And I'm hoping that it's not just exclusive to Infinity Ward in the way that they want to prioritize things. I really hope that that is just a standard now. Like, imagine how fucking shitty it would be if we got everything that we would want with Black Ops 5, but then we ended up losing crossplay and cross progression and all the other little things that probably at this point we're taking for granted. Oh no, you're not assassinating my friend. I got you, baby. Don't worry. They finally fixed my recon drone challenge, so, yay. Thank you. Still wish that emblem was animated, though. I feel like I came in first place, but you gave me a bronze medal anyway. There's no one that placed higher than me, but you just gave me bronze instead. Did I really win? Did I?